Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your April reading. What a story. What a story I have to tell you. I try to tap into your energy somehow to feel how it is that you feel now starting off April and how April is gonna be for you. And it's a very long, just your crazy story. So, yesterday I've done the Leo reading. I wanted to do the fire signs first of all because April is the birthday month for Aries. So I've done Aries and Leo. Funny story, they also had the 5 cards like you do come out, so it's a thing with the fire signs in this period and the number 5. You also have the 5 of swords that comes up in your spread. So I'm thinking that the fire signs in general are going through this unstable period now. But you know how it is. You have in life we don't actually get to experience longer periods of balance. Usually you have balance for a period, then something comes up and there's this imbalance in your life. It's a typical classical theme, like in the hero's journey, for example. You have the story starting off with this beautiful peace and quiet harmony in the kingdom. Then something happens that throws this balance back into chaos. So let's talk a bit about chaos and unexpected events as we have Mercury retrograde in Aries for now. So, yesterday, done with the Leo reading, then I thought I'm gonna do Sagittarius and I'm actually gonna take my time and it's gonna be beautiful. So I started off with taking this really hot shower. I usually take very cold showers, but now I wanted to experience this extreme heat so I can get ready to do your reading, okay? And something came up after this, after I taken my shower, and I had to go like a long distance travel. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna do the reading in the car and I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but really not sorry because I have very poor audio quality right now for your first reading, but it's more important for you to get this information and work with it. Be warned for what it is to come. I promise next month it's gonna be better, but for now I'm gonna try to, you know, go about it like a Sagittarius because you're a mutable sign and I see you adapting to any type of situation that is being brought to you, going with the flow. So we're gonna go with the flow now, going with the fire flow. Okay. After I left the house, I went about doing a few errands before leaving the city, and exactly at my last stop, I just stopped to get some gas for the car before this long road. My car didn't start. It didn't want to start. Mercury retrograde, also full moon in Libra on the 31st. Okay, so it's so hard not to be explosive, not to manifest the fire in these situations when you're all packed. And I feel you also as being packed for April. It's like you have all your baggage together, you're ready, and here you have the first card, 7, the Chariot, okay? So it's like you're in your car, you're in your carriage, you have everything with you, you're ready to launch, to go where it is that you want to go, okay? I'm gonna go through the cards one by one, and then we're gonna talk about the general idea. So, first of all, the Chariot. Yes, it has taken such a toll on me, this whole experience with having my car not starting, not being able to move when I want to move, and start off, go, you know, there's this stop suddenly. And I had my car being repaired the next day, and now I'm on the road. So, Mercury retrograde lessons. This is the theme for you also. Okay, I was not prepared to take in your energy, but now I'm more the wiser for going through this. And this is gonna happen to you also in the month of April, because you start off with the Chariot. It's like you're ready. Okay, you're ready to go. You can see in the Chariot card that it's a combination of two zodiac signs, the Sagittarius and the Cancer. The Cancer is symbolized by that beautiful lotus flower that's sitting there. It's so precious. Cancer in general, although it has this outer shell, it's not a very hard shell, but beneath it you have this beautiful gooey inside from which all the love that a Cancer can give comes from. So you have that beautiful Cancery soul inside, okay, which is being carried by the horse, the Sagittarius. That is you, because you're a mover. Wherever in this world that you shoot your arrows, you're gonna go and travel there. You're gonna go and see places. You're gonna go and seek out things. It's not so much about not even the journey for you. This is how I feel this card works for Sagittarius. It's the thing that you realize on the inside what your soul wants, and that is the catalyst for this movement, for you shooting arrows out in the world and going after them. But this is your catalyst, okay? So I see you finding something inside of you, in your soul, that's so important for you. Like, okay, I realize this, I want to do this, and now I'm gonna move in that direction. So I see you being ready, okay? All the good intentions, you're ready. We can also see shooting stars there. So you're shooting arrows, but here you're shooting stars. So I'm thinking you have beside that the main thing that you hold in your heart, you may be juggling with a lot of side wishes. It's like you're making a wish not upon a star, but on many stars. It's like, I want to do this, but also aside from this, I also want to do this small thing and this small thing and the other thing, and so on and so forth. So also with the star, there's another word that's coming in my mind, like star, which leads me to star seed. There are many star seeds that you have inside of you. It's like you want to start so many things aside from the main thing. It's like, this is my main focus, but I also want to do these other things. I have so many star seeds here. And also you can see your soul as being the star seed of the universe. It's like you came down here, you were planted as a seed to do this greater to achieve this greater ideal. So you know for yourself what that greater ideal is. It's very important to know, because you have other let's not say other people, other star signs that are not very sure on what they want to create or what their purpose is here, but I see you being very clear on that, and that's a great advantage that not many have. at least you know where you're going or what you want to create. But about that going, we will be talking in a second. So just, honey, wait a second, sit down, and let's start this discussion about where you're going, because it's gonna be a long road. And so I'm taking you for the ride, Sagittarius. Now, after the Chariot, after this beautiful, beautiful card here that signifies spontaneous movement, like bursting into action, and I feel you burning a bit on the inside, like your fire is ready to burst and like concentrate to do this one thing. It's like you regain some kind of freedom by following this purpose that you have now. But after the Chariot, we have 11, Justice. What is this card signifying? It's not an easy card, okay? This is a test. This is a test of character. This is a test of age. This is a test in so many ways, because you can go about life and forget so many things or not pay attention to certain elements that you forget to serve justice to other people. You forget to serve justice to yourself. Okay? You forget to serve justice to some situations. And when you don't do that, it's like, okay, I don't want to be bothered with this. Like, I have my thing, I want to do the thing, and I cannot be bothered with this justice. Maybe I don't want to do this. Why does life have to be this way? Well, if you're a traveler and you want to be so explosive and reactive and be here and there and act like this, you need to travel lightweight. Okay? I talked about this thing with Leo. You can look at the Leo reading to understand, no, not the Leo reading, the Aries reading. Yeah, the Aries reading. It's their birthday month and they're actually going through this. They didn't have justice come up, but they're implementing some sort of fiery minimalism theme in their life. It's like they're cleaning up, okay? So somehow you need to do, I see the same theme, but it's coming up a bit different for you. You have a little more junk to deal with, or trash, or however it is that you want to call that thing that's going to manifest in your life in the month of April, because you're going through this test. I'm sorry to say, but you have to. It's gonna be a very healthy thing, because you will have less things with you, and the less you have, the more you can shoot your arrows and move from place to place. You don't want to be weighed down, okay? And I say this even for the cross watchers, those of you who are interested in a Sagittarius, okay? Don't weigh this person down in any way. If you manifest any type of heaviness on this person, you're doing wrong, and you should stop that. That's not okay. You should be quite the opposite, like the wind underneath a Sagittarius's wings, okay? Do not try. Don't test the Sagittarius with putting weight on them, because you're gonna deserve whatever it is that's gonna come to you from a Sagittarius, okay? So he's not even gonna be responsible for it. It's you that's gonna be responsible for it. But now, coming back to you, Sagittarius, you wanna fly, okay? So you wanna fly. I think this is the story of the soul going through different star signs. before Sagittarius, you have Scorpio. That is the phoenix bird. It's like the snake that slithers on the ground, and then it dies, and it gets wings. So now it needs to soar up into the sky, and this is when the soul transforms or transits into your sign, Sagittarius. So you have these wings in this life, and you want to experiment with them, test them out. Like, where can I fly? Where can I go? You're just flying around gathering knowledge. This is the main thing of your life. It may be more pinpointed for you exactly as a person that you're listening now. You may know what your main thing, what you're flying for, but this is a general theme for the Sagittarius in general, okay? So I wouldn't tempt karma by putting weight on a Sagittarius. All the Sagittariuses that you meet, be the wind underneath their wings, okay? That's how you bestow goodness, or that's how you send good energy towards a Sagittarius. So, coming back to the Justice card, I don't know, it's so hard to... You just gotta get through with it. This was the lesson for me, like yesterday. I just gotta get through with this. My car doesn't want to start, so it's gonna be a long haul, but just gotta do it, okay? So I'm doing it now. I'm trying to keep calm. Just do it. Just go for this. So, Justice. Usually I would say Justice because it has two columns on the card, the white and the black. We will talk about this duality in a second. If you have two columns anywhere, two elements, okay, side by side, maybe they're different in a way, but they're two columns, there are two elements of the same shape and form. These two elements, usually they signify like a portal, okay, like a gateway, like there's this threshold that you need to step into if you dare, okay? So it's not like let's say the Two of Wands where you have to pick between two people, but here you have to pass through this gateway, through this portal of justice. We don't know what lies on the other side, but you can clearly see in the spread what's on the other side. It's not pretty, but you have to get through this, so you know you will evolve. At the end of it, keep in mind before starting off whatever it is that you're gonna start in April, that you're gonna be more wiser at the end of this. However hard it may seem, you're gonna get through this and you're gonna be wiser for it, okay? So usually justice, as I said, it's like this portal that you need to go through. But looking at the cards, I can see a great big duality on the left side of justice and on the right side of justice. So I'm thinking that the justice card is more of a mirror. That's the thing. It's a mirror here in this reading for you. So you're gonna have to work with things on the inside, and these things are gonna be mirrored on the outside. So whatever internal work you're doing, there's gonna be a person there or someone that is gonna play this out with you on the outside, okay? So we're gonna go through how this will affect you on the inside, and then we're gonna talk about you in relationships with others. So, justice. You can see above the person's head there is a wheel there, and that is the wheel of karma. So if you've been naughty with your fire, which I think you've been a bit, not much, a bit, that makes you very beautiful if you're naughty, okay? Or if someone else has been naughty with you, the wheel of karma starts spinning here with justice. We need to serve justice. We can also see that she doesn't have a hand here, okay? And she holds a pomegranate in her hand, which symbolizes fertility, okay? It symbolizes the female reproductive organs, the ovaries. So, in life, justice needs to be served even by means of sacrifice, so life can go on. We need to make this sacrifice of serving justice so a new, better life can spring forward, okay? So you have this theme here on her hand of death and birth, of death and of destructions and seeds of life, fertility, okay? Now, if we were to look on the columns, you can clearly see that on the left side you have a white column signifying that fertility, signifying the person that is sowing good seeds on the ground, waiting for the harvest, tending to life. And on the right side, you see the black column, which signifies death, destruction. Look at those skulls at the bottom of the column, okay? Death is necessary. Death really is necessary, because if things don't die out, new things cannot come forward, or there would be too much of a crowd. It's like, you think about cancer, not the zodiac sign, but as in cancer, the illness. It grows, it does not die out, okay? So it actually brings somehow the death of the whole organism when some cells don't want to die. So you actually need death in life, okay? It's about this permanent cycle of death and rebirth, and we see nature, we see nature going through these cycles. And we also have what is on the outside, you also have on the inside, again with the mirror theme. Not trees, let's say nature, let's encompass everything. Nature dies out in the winter time, so it can rest a bit, and in the springtime it bursts into life. So you have these cycles on your inside also, okay? In the winter time we all go into this hibernation period, so it's not a very good time to initiate new things, depending on your star sign and the position of the planets, etc. You can start things, but we're all a bit, in hibernation. But now you have spring coming forward, so yes, come into life, Sagittarius. This is a great thing it's a great time to start things now. But again, before you do this, you need to play with this mirror theme in your life, on the inside and on the outside. Look for signs in this period. Just look for signs. I don't know how to guide you through this. You just need to see what looks not weird, but say there are certain things that actually make you come into the present moment because you notice a thing. Like, I've been looking at trees forever, but today I saw this tree that looks like something that reminded me of the other thing, and so on. Okay, like, find this symbolistic system of interpreting things and looking for things that have meaning, not for the general public but for you. It's important to find these guiding signals for you. I'm actually now on the highway, and I have not stop signs, but I have signs on the side of the road. Okay, so take these cards as being the signs on the side of the road, okay, that are indicative of where you should go, because I use them to guide me. Okay, like, I'm going the right way, I have this distance up until I get there. So, justice. So we talked about the wheel of karma that's spinning. Justice needs to be served. We talked about sowing seeds. We talked about death, the black column. And yeah, so much for this card of justice. And after justice, we have the Five of Swords. Now it's getting hard, okay? It's like with the Justice card, you just know, you get the message or the feeling or the understanding that this needs to happen. So brace yourself, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready for war? It's like I see you somehow giving much of your energy and attention to that Chariot card, that you want to go somewhere, you want to do that thing, and now it's like, oh my god, I have to stop and give energy to this thing before I go on my way. Okay, I need to repair this, just like I needed to repair my car. You need to repair this, you need to face this, and it's gonna take a lot of your energy and time and nerves, and it's just gonna F with your plans a bit, but it's, how should I say this? Just take this into account, and you're gonna give, and you're gonna say that I'm right at the end of April. If you would have left the month of April to do whatever it is that you want to do with the Chariot, fly off into the distance, start that, do that, without tending to this, this would have blown up in your face later on. And from all the signs that I know, the energy of fire does not want to go and redo things. It's crazy. It's crazy for a fire sign to go and look again at the situation, at the certain person. It's like, where did you come from? Where did this came from? It's like I've dealt with this. I've put energy and time into this to deal with this when I had to, not now. Why is it coming back up? So take it now. Better take it now than later on. Okay? So there's no, it's somehow there's no surprise for you in a way that this is coming up, so welcome it when it does. Oh, the dysfunctionality. Oh, this was not done correctly. Perfect. Let me take the chance to fix this now, put a stop to this, and let it rest in the past, okay? It's somehow you need to serve justice so you can finish this up, but justice comes with death. So you need to go to war so you can serve justice by serving death in the first place. Although you don't have death coming here, not in the major arcana, the death card, not in the minor arcana, the Ten of Swords, but somehow with justice and the Five of Swords being side by side, they signify this. And I will talk about this when we get to the general theme of the spread. So the Five of Swords signifies war, okay? That's pretty straightforward. War. Fighting, okay? War, fighting, petty arguments. Get your arguments out. Swords are arguments. It's clear-cut thinking. You need to cut to the heart of the matter. And I think if you're gonna do this, it's a very healthy thing. Just cut to the heart of it. Cut the bull out. I don't want to say the whole word, but I'm feeling a bit of Tourette syndrome on the inside, because you're burning to go and do the thing, and now you have to go to war. It's like, I didn't choose to do this, but now I have to. So let's start this full-on fledged war. Five of Swords. Okay. So you take your swords. The person in this image has two swords, and he also has at his feet another three swords. So it's an abundance of arguments, and it's like you're overstacked with them. You're over prepared for this. Maybe in the past, when you had the initial contact with this thing, it did such a number on you that afterwards you had to look at certain things from all the angles, and you digest this situation, and now you have all the motives, all the arguments why this is not healthy, and you must do this war so you can end the trauma and the drama of it all. So I see you being prepared. You're overstacked on arguments, you're overstacked with ammo. You have your thing together, and it's full-fledged war. And I'm sorry for those that have to go to war against Sagittarius, because these swords for you are actually arrows. I mean, the sword is sharp. It's you know, getting up front with your adversary, like face to face, being in contact with them with these blunt objects that have a sharp pointy tip. But for you, Sagittarius, these swords become arrows, and these swords can be very sharp arrows, toxic arrows, poisoned arrows, fiery arrows, electric arrows. Electric arrows, you may be thinking, yes, because Sagittarius is fire, but electricity is also fire. Electricity is the element of fire, and when you draw that arrow and you put it on your weapon and you pull it back, okay, and then you aim, you're charging this arrow with a lot of electricity, okay? So I don't know, you can go full-fledged war as to fixing this, but do take care not to actually kill people, okay? Because not all star signs are as resilient and resistant as you, okay? They may not be so skilled in the art of war. So do try to be a merciful archer. Fix the issue, but manifest some sort of understanding for the weaker people that come with this thing to be resolved at you. Now, the swords at your feet, you have you're stacked. Okay, you have two swords, left hand, right hand, and interesting thing is I see you not having armor, because you know you don't actually need armor, because you're such skilled and prepared and equipped, so well equipped to handle this situation. It's like, I don't even need armor because this cannot touch me anymore. I just need to cut into the heart of it and fix it. Now at the bottom of this person's legs here, you can see that there are 3 more swords. These swords may belong to your enemies. Okay, so maybe they actually don't have arguments to bring to the fight. Okay, they just come with this issue at you, and you're there sitting all, like you're in your war stance with your war weapons, being open in a way because you don't have armor on. You're so ready. You let out a war cry like, ah, I'm ready for this. And it's like your adversaries, they just have this problem and they come here serving it to you. They don't even have their weapons with them. They're not prepared for this. Needless to say, they're not prepared for this. It's an unstable card, okay? I see you being ready to face this, but do take care on the inside of you how this is gonna make you be unstable. Okay, so take care with the fire, with the explosives. Like, you're explosive on the inside, you're a fire sign, we all know this. Do take care on how this is gonna make you feel on the inside. You can feel crazy, you can feel like you're ready to cut someone's head off. Just feel like that. You don't need to be that, actually. You don't. It's gonna take a toll on you, I think. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit of a toll. So why I'm saying that it's gonna take a toll on you, because afterwards you have the 8 of Cups. So during the day we have this major war going on between warring tribes, and at nighttime, at nighttime you're a bit shady, okay? Because you have tried and tried and tried to solve this, and it's breaking down in front of you. You have the Cups, this event, this major warring event that's coming to you in April is gonna do a number on you personally, because I see you being a bit shady here. Okay, we cannot see your face, we cannot see the sorrow and the toll that it's taking on you. You may be tired of this. You may be really tired of doing the same old thing over and over and over again. Like, man, when is it gonna stop? This war, the 5 of Swords that's coming, it's provoking this 8 of Cups inside of you. And what is 8? If you flip it horizontally, it's the infinity symbol. It's like going around through these repetitive cycles that won't end, okay? It won't end. Why is this happening? Why can I just get through this issue? Why is this being served to me? How can I fix it? Because I've tried a lot of things. I've tried so many things, but I don't think you've tried to serve justice for real. Like, what am I saying by this is, I don't think you need to have these petty arguments, do this war. It's like, yes, you need to start war with whoever brings this issue to you. Yes, you may blurt out that we have a problem here and we need to solve this. This cannot go on in this repetitive cycle, and somehow the other person, or you on the inside are being challenged with a side of you that you just cannot get over, fix, or transmute, or change. You're not actually serving justice. It's like every time you try to face yourself with a certain issue, it's like I see here in this Eight of Cups that you're kind of shady from yourself. Okay? You're shying away from yourself. It's like you try to catch this this shadow of you. Maybe some of you are doing shadow work. I don't know. You're trying to catch this shadow of you, and somehow it's slipping away. Each and every time it's like, oh my god, I'm so close to fixing it. Ah, there it's gone. Now it's gone. Now I have to start all over. What did I do last time? What am I gonna do now? What? And I see you as not trying something new. Yes, you're gonna go to war about, but you're going to war with this issue in the same way that you have done the other times. The same ways. I'm not saying that you tried the same thing. It's like you tried the same things, not one thing, but many things, and it's not, you're not getting to the heart of the matter. We have Mercury retrograde, which beside the thing that it's affecting our technology, moving parts, as I've told you with my car, which had an issue that was a shadow for another bigger issues, but now at least it's solved, so I can trust that my car will be okay from now on. It's a better car now because it's fixed. Okay. So yeah, about my car, it's fixed now, and somehow it didn't want to start at my last pit stop before leaving the city. So I didn't actually leave the premise of the city. So it's better that it happened here and now, rather than having it happen, I don't know, on the highway, or I don't know, in a remote place where it's very hard to get assistance. So this is happening for you also. So be happy for the thing that, oh my god, I'm going around in circles. I can only do these because these are the things that I tried in the past. Excuse me. I have a very, very sore throat. So, after trying all of these things and feeling sorrow and all these things taking a toll upon you, you get to the Knight of Wands. It's like you realize that the problem is even more serious than you thought it would be, because Nine of Wands shows a person who is on the edge of their seat. If they hear the slightest sign of anything, they get into this protective position, like, oh my god, there's war coming again. Like, don't be so surprised if you're gonna be on the edge of your seat, or jumpy, or you're jump scared at anything that happens around you because you didn't really fix the issue, and somehow you end up being here like everything will scare you because you ran into this one thing that you didn't you didn't manage to resolve, but maybe you're not gonna, it's not for you to fix it in the month of April, okay? Because we have a Saturn, this lord of structure and time. He's being retrograde in Capricorn for 5 months now. So you have this window and opportunity to fix this long-standing issue in the next 5 months. So don't worry about it. This is just this spread here actually wants to show you how big of an issue it is and how much you're letting this affect you, okay? With the Nine of Wands, this person is scared here. It's protective. It's like you're protecting your your chest region. You're protecting your soul, that beautiful cancery soul flower that you see in the Chariot. Here, it's like you're protecting your heart region, the most important region of our bodies. Of course, every region of our body is important. The whole of it is important, but you're protecting your heart here. You didn't know how this issue that's coming up in April, you didn't even know how important it was to you, how much knowledge it has to give you, really. Because I'm getting in my head the idea of this octopus with so many tentacles spreading from it, okay? And it's also it also alludes to that wheel that you see in the Justice card, the wheel of karma. You have this in Buddhism, discussed very well, of making the Buddha talked about this. Just give me a second, let me think about it. Buddha talked about the 8 branches wheel turning, the wheel with 8 not dials, let's say with 8, yeah, with 8 branches. I'm just gonna go with this. You can Google it up, and I will leave it in the description, because I don't know how this is called actually. I know it's in my native language, but I don't know how this is called in, I don't know, on the internet or on Wikipedia or whatever. So Buddha talked about this wheel, how you need to spin it as to find the right path for your life, and you need to spin this wheel as to reach nirvana. And you have this big problem here in April. You know it, and if you are gonna solve it like in a very healthy way, not by going around it, not by avoiding it, by going through it, going through that justice portal there, you're gonna be a better version of yourself. You're gonna make this 8-element wheel turn in your favor, spin in your favor. Every challenge that you get is a chance for you to be a better version of yourself. Like, if you think about yourself that you're good and you're going very well about things in your life, when challenges come knocking at your door, you need to welcome them. Either go through the justice portal, the justice gateway, to meet up with your challenges, or let the challenges come to you, on the inside of you. Fix them on the inside of you and on the outside of you. These are just chances for you to rise and shine and up for the occasion. Okay, so it's very, very healthy. It's very healthy what you're going through. Although you may shout and scream and cry a little bit here and there in the month of April, because this issue will not go away. Yes, it will not go away, because it's important. It's very important in your life story to go through this. So don't scare. Don't care. Just go through it. Okay? I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you will have all the good energies with you as to go through this. Now let's go through the general theme of the spread. Again, let's talk about that Chariot. You know what you want to do. You know what it is that you want to start off the month of April with. It's time. Yes, you feel like it's time to do this, but keep in mind that the Lord of Time, Saturn, is going retrograde in your second house of material wealth and the things that you own and so on and so forth. So you have this 5-month period of going back to rework issues. So you're ready, you're packed, you're in the car, you're in the Chariot. It's like onward, Silver, to glory. But wait, what would life be? How would life be without challenges, right? No, Silver. Stop, Silver. Okay. Feed the horse and come here to this portal of justice. Okay? You're stopped in your... It's like you're on a rocket being ready to go and explore other planets, but there's like this thing that someone's like, hey, please come back, you need to tend to this. Okay, get off your high horse, get off your horse. Get used to the idea that you're not going to be able to do that thing now. You're not going to be able to start that thing until you deal with the big issue that you have. Now, you have on the left side of the Justice card, you have the Chariot, and I talked about star seeds and how you can look on the Justice card to see that on the left column you have this figure there that is sowing seeds. So it's talking about fertility. And you also have the shooting stars in the Chariot. So these together is like one part of you is so fertile with ideas, with new things. You want to bring creative things into this world, okay? And on the right side, you see the warring part. You see this archetype that's bringing war to the peaceful tribe, okay? You have the warring tribe and the peaceful tribe. You have this nomad conquering energy, and on the other side you have this when we as humanity overall stopped being nomads and we started being stable, you know, like having houses, and then we discovered agriculture, okay? It bloomed. So you have these two sides to you here, that that are gonna go to war in a way. You have a no, not stable. It's not stable. Because Sagittarius is a mutable sign. Even that stable part of you, with the chariot, which signifies sudden movement, it's like, yes, you want to spread seeds, but you want to move while doing that. But you don't want to move so quickly as this warring type of you, okay? So you have these two aspects on the inside of you, and maybe you have to make peace within you. You have to juggle these two parts and bring peace, because you cannot go about in the world being active, doing all that you want to do without serving justice to both sides of you, okay? The good side of you, the bad side of you, the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine side of you, because we have these elements on the inside of us all the time. It's a world of duality. Life is full of duality, okay? You're good, but you're also bad. So what's emphasized here is the bad side of you. So as I've said earlier, you may be working with these concepts like your shadow self, okay? Maybe there's a part of you that you've always judged yourself for that particular thing, and it's like you've been putting away that thing in a shadow somewhere, locked up inside and in a dark corner. It's like, I know I have this issue, but so I need to not let it manifest ever, because people cannot handle this. It's like you've killed a lot of people with this bad side of you, this bad aspect to you, and you know you can do so much damage, so you're just gonna tie that part of you, you're gonna lock it, shut it away somewhere so it may not manifest. You don't need to do this to yourself, because if you do that, the bad side of you is gonna come out through this explosion, and you're gonna act like a devil. It's gonna take a hold of you, because it couldn't manifest out in the world, and when it gets a bit of power, it's gonna take over completely. It's gonna, you're gonna have Tourette syndrome, and you're gonna shoot arrows left to right, and you're gonna become this like Hitler, okay? You run the risk of becoming like a little bit of Hitler sometimes, because you explode into this. You need to have your shadow right beside you. There was this classical expression that you need to keep your allies close and your enemies even closer. So I'm thinking that you feel like you have an enemy within. It's that part of you, that dark side to you, okay? But you need to keep that part of you not locked up. You need to keep it close. You can supervise it in the best way if it's close next to you, sitting on your shoulder, being ready to take the lead sometimes, actually act out some things, than keeping it in a basement. And you know how it is in movies, like it's classical, it's so classical. When you introduce the bad guy, he's usually locked up in this cellar, in this science facility. He's locked up in the netherworld. He's residing in the stone, and somehow he gets released, and oh, the anger that he accumulated over the ages, now he wants to shower this on top of the world, upon his enemies, upon everyone. I don't think villain discriminates. I think they want to, you know, shower the world with bad intentions, okay? With death, with destruction. So, yeah, because if you would lock up a villain, I don't say for 2 days and then release him, it's not like he's accumulated so much rage. It doesn't even make sense in a way, okay? So bring your inner enemy, your shadow self up front, okay? Because it's tired of being silenced. I see it coming up with the black column, okay, this warring tribe, and the 5 of swords. It's full-fledged war. Your shadow self, your bad self, wants to come up and play, but not play. It's like full-fledged war, okay? So it's wanting to express itself in the best way that it can, by having war, by you acting out in these less than ideal ways, so you know that you have this on the inside. You have this great power on the inside that needs to be understood. I don't want to say exactly bad side. It's not a bad side. It's you need to be able to protect yourself, okay? And you're not gonna be able to protect yourself by sowing seeds, by being cute and polite. No, you need to be able to protect yourself from other warring tribes, from other people that are trying to steal your energy, okay? And if you're the protector, the side of you that's the bodyguard, your bodyguard, okay? That side of you that you show as to protect your inner soul, your inner beauty, this beautiful pearl that is your soul, okay? That side of you doesn't need to be locked up. That side of you needs to be always on your shoulder, always with you. If someone crosses the line, then you need to manifest this, okay? Tell them, one more step and I will cut your head off, okay? We do not play here. We have an abundance of swords, arrows, poisons. Like, take your pick, and don't play with me. It's like Sagittarius, you're like, try me, okay? Try me. I don't think you wanna, but try me. I'm here and I'm ready. And this is the part of you, this is the masculine, fiery part of you, which needs to come up. It's not actually bad, okay? You need to make peace with it. You need to understand that you cannot exist without this part of you. You need to understand how to use this part of you. Yes, if you don't show people this side for a very long time, let's say you know a person, or you know a Sagittarius for, I don't know, let's say about 3 years, and you never seen them this way, or you have never acted out this way, when you're gonna when this side of you is coming up to the surface, it's like World War III. No one survives. Absolutely no one. Not even yourself in a way. It's like you become this fully. There's no other space for the more merciful side of you to show. No, it's war. It's out for getting blood. And I don't see blood, but I see a lot of skulls on the I see a lot of skulls on the justice card on the right side, being at the feet of this person, and a lot of weapons, the weapons of his enemies, okay? Like, this is not a force to toy with. You need to see that this on the inside of you, like actually start to work with it, because I see no end to the story. Somehow I don't see an end to the story. It's like here we had that start with the chariot of you doing like, yeah, I'm ready to do beautiful things, start sowing these seeds, but wait, there's a side to me that I need to face before I start doing other things, because I need to grow up here and now. It's the moment. You know why? You don't need to leave the premises of this issue inside of you, because you're gonna be able to do much damage. You're gonna damage some people or yourself in the future, so it's better to face it now. So your warrior is coming out to play, and he's also shady. Yeah, why is your warrior side shady? Why is your bad side shady? Because you label it as being bad. That's why in the Eight of Cups, that person's face is cloaked. He's in the shadow, okay? The party is over, the moon is there. So it wouldn't be such a surprise to me if you're thinking right now that yeah, I have a lot of bad feelings because I know I can be like this sometimes, and I'm actually sorry for cutting people's heads off. I know that we all know that you are not a bad person, because Sagittarius is symbolizing of this entity, this inner drive that wants to gather knowledge. You're also fire. Yes, fire can be very passionate and worrying at times, but you're not a bad person. You're just here to get more and more knowledge, and you're gonna get more and more knowledge by acknowledging the fact that yes, you're not a worrying type per se. Like you're not chopping people's heads off for the pleasure of it. Or maybe you will. Maybe this inner soldier actually takes a bit of pleasure in cutting people's heads off, because it's the only thing that he has. It's the only pleasure that it's gonna get, because you yourself do not accept this part of you. You shame it away. You lock it away. You don't welcome it. So welcome this part of you. Don't let it be so hurt. So it's gonna be hurt because it can only come out to protect, and it's gonna protect in the same way that it has done so many times. And then you analyze this part of you and you say, this is not good, this is not healthy, this is not okay. Yeah, because you only let it out in some sort of limit type of situation. It's like you get to a limit, then after this line it's only your warrior, okay? And he's so expansive and much that no other side of you can reside inside of you alongside this person. So he needs to be a bit, just a tiny bit less, so he can fit in with your other parts on inside of you. It's not a surprise also that you have the Knight of Wands coming with. It's like, I shouldn't do this, like I shouldn't be so expansive, so worrying, and it's like you're fearing yourself. It's like this warrior side of you is fearing yourself because you're gonna put it away again. stop killing this side of you, because it's gonna come out waging the same thing, the same death upon others. Whatever rage you have inside, learn to deal with it. Learn to let it out in smaller amounts. Okay, it's not bad to have this. We we need men and women to have this on the inside to protect what is important for us, our souls, our close ones, our love, our ideals, our hopes and wishes from other invading forces. So this is needed, but you don't need to shut it away, you need to bring it out. We're gonna go into how this spread actually is gonna be mirrored out in your relationships. So I'm gonna give you this advice up front. If you're in a relationship and you work with this on the inside of you, like with your warrior that's way too fiery for how, I don't know, your partner can take, it doesn't matter what they've done really, it matters that you handle your energy better, because you can be much more better than this. So my tip here is, in a relationship, it's very, very healthy to play fight. Like, don't wait for the problem to reach its limit so you can let this part of you out and then be shocked by whatever the hell you do or your partner does, okay? Like, let this part out in smaller amounts. Play fight if you need. Do a pillow fight. It's very healthy for a couple to have play fight arguments, or pillow fights, or even play wrestle with each other. It's like you're letting this energy out in healthier ways. You have that push and pull energy that feels maybe you get fired up on the inside when it happens, like, oh my god, you threw that thing at me, and that pillow, in a playful way, and now I'm playfully mad at you. And this is a very healthy way to manifest, and you can do it with your partner. You have to realize that your partner is your test dummy. That's your test dummy, okay? You can actually test so many things, like, come here, baby, I need to experiment with this thing, and whoever better than you, who else if not you, better to try this thing out, okay? So while you're doing this, trying to serve justice on the inside of you, between your good side and your bad side, you're gonna see these sides as being so, and your shadow self, this worrying type, is taking a bit not center stage, but right center stage, okay? Because your good side, your white side, your creative side, it's like it's leaving somehow the stage it's leaving the stage through the left side to leave more room for this other part of you, because it needs attention. Whatever you give attention to, love and care, okay, it's gonna be more and more healthier. So while you're doing this process in the month of April, you cannot move on. I'm sorry for the stagnation. You cannot move on for now. While you're doing this on the inside, as I've told you with the Justice card, you have this mirror theme. This conflict is gonna be mirrored outwards in the external world. So there may be another person that's gonna come worrying to you, or you are gonna be worrying with someone, and there needs to be justice served. If you're in a relationship, because I know many of you are watching these readings for relationship advice. If you're in a relationship and you are the left side, let's say the white side, the one who always wants to nurture and care and spread these beautiful seeds of love, and you want to nurture your love with another person, and so on and so forth, get ready for some bull, okay? Get ready for this war. This person is very hurt. It's like they don't know how to act differently. They don't know how to love themselves. They don't. If you're this side, if you are this white side, this good side, there's gonna be justice that is gonna be served to you. Okay, so you hang on for the right, because this person needs to play all of these stupid energies out with you. So manifest a lot of patience, okay? You're gonna get good things are gonna come to you if you're gonna you don't want your soul somehow to be trapped here in this moment of time with this person without having this issue being solved, okay? You don't want your conscious to pop up, I don't know, let's say a year from now, to remind you, like, you know, you remember that person back then? We used to hang out and we had that relationship, and somehow it's like there's some things not being solved there. You're gonna go crazy. It's gonna make you go crazy. Okay, so seize this opportunity now. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be stupid in a way, because you have zero patience. With the Chariot card, fast movement, and you being a Sagittarius, which is fast moving fire, okay, you're a fiery person. There's no reason for you to be here. Just solve it, and it's gonna take a lot of work and time and energy, and you're trying to save things up for other beautiful things that you can create. But here's this person popping up at your door with this stupid shit excuse me, with this stupid problem that you've been through. With the 8, I can clearly see that this shady behavior, this dark emotional thing has been going on and on and on, and you're like, when is this like over? Can, like, I told you, I feel like Tourette like syndrome on the inside right now. Like, I want to curse and swear, and oh, I'm done with this. But now you have to go through this, so enjoy the war. This person is overstacked. This person that is opposing you is overstacked with petty arguments, with petty fights, with petty things. They are so, it's like you feel pity for them, because they don't know how to be, how to act, what to do. They're doing the same stupid things over and over again, okay? And you're just sitting there like, I'm ready to do other things. Are you done? No, we have to discuss this again, okay? And at the end of it, it's not done. It's not done. This person comes waging war towards you, trying to affect this beautiful thing that you have going for you, okay? This person is not letting you leave. You can see the chariot card, that the chariot is not even on a road, it's off into the air. So maybe you want to fly off into the distant land and experience new things. No, this person will not let you do that. It's like you're not going anywhere, you're not flying off into the distance. No, you're gonna sit here with me in this stupid situation down in the mud, and we're gonna have a war about it. This person, look at the Justice card. This person is so used to doing this that he has at the bottom of his feet the skulls of his enemies, like past enemies. Also, he has in the Five of Swords, he has 3 swords lying at his feet. Okay, more than he can carry, like more than he can chew. He's trying to bite off more than he can chew. Okay, and you see this person also shady and emotional and drained after all of this thing that he started. You can see that he clearly bit off more than he can chew because he has leftovers in the Eight of Cups. You see this person there with like, oh my god, I started this and these are all my emotional cups that I'm trying to do the same thing over and over again, and I'm not getting to an end. It's like, I don't see you having such a big issue with this person as this person has an issue with you, but there's no issue. I don't know how to say this. I feel it, that it's worrying for no reason. It's worrying because this person here doesn't know how to do anything else. They don't know how to bring light to the situation with you. They just want you to be down in the mud with them. They don't know how to be otherwise. They just know this way of being, of worrying. Why can't you love? Just ask this person, why can't you love? And you can really, if you can, come back and leave me a comment. I want to know this person's answer. Like, why can't you love? Okay, why do you need to war all the time and win over others and kill others? How do you feed on this black death victory thing? Like, what are you actually doing? Because I see this person with so many swords, more than he needs, and the Knight of Wands. It's like he's also hurting. It's a person that's also hurting themselves. Like, that's not healthy. I mean, I understand you chop someone's head off, but you're also stabbing yourself. Like, you've killed the other person and then you do harakiri. Like, kill another person, then you commit suicide. Like, what's the point of that? What are you doing? Because these crazy things take a toll upon themselves also. With the Nine of Wands, you're clearly not very stable in your mental sanity somehow. All these wars, all this killing, all this bullshit has taken a toll on you also. So you're working with a very, very, very troubled person here, Sagittarius. You should... I'm thinking the healthiest thing for you is to walk away, but if you want to show mercy for this person, actually help them get out of this Eight of Cups repetitive pattern. This is a person with PTSD. Like, you know, those people, the soldiers that come back from Vietnam and they have post-traumatic stress disorder, and all there is in life is that one thing, like the war. Like anything that comes out from their mouth is like, when I was in Vietnam, like, okay, we respect that thing, and you need all the love and care in the world so you can get past that because you served your country in a way, but you need to get over that phase. It's over and done. The war is over. And this is what I see, that your partner, your ex, your new partner, or whoever is your love interest in this period, or was, and is coming back to you now, whoever this person is, they're waging war for no reason. We don't need to do that anymore. Also, another thing I'm feeling here with the Ace, I keep saying the Ace of Cups, no, the Eight of Cups. Maybe the Ace of Cups is what this person actually need. They need love. Yeah, you need to give like a cup of water with love, you know, like here, just drink from this. You need to quench your thirst for blood, but you actually need water, like clean water, okay? You need to calm this warring energy, Sagittarius. If you can take it upon yourself to heal this now, you will get a great deal amount of good karma. But karma is not good or bad, it's just karma in a way, okay? You have the Justice card with the white and black. Nothing is actually good or bad. It just is. So if you feel a lot of things for this person, if you hold them dear in your heart, take the time. No, time is gonna be, you're not moving, we've established that. Dive into it wholeheartedly and calm this person down, okay? With the Eight of Cups, I wanted to mention this. It can be a person that they have so much trauma in these three cards, also with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands. It may allude to someone that during the daytime they're so active and fiery and they have a big mouth and arguments and all that, and at nighttime they're a bit shady. It's like I see them retracting in this space and indulging into some addictions, some shady practices, okay? You're up against a very sick force, but I think you need to go through this and you're very aware of it. So buckle up, and I wish you a great deal amount of patience to go through this, okay? I think this person, if they want to heal, and with your help, there's gonna be so much good coming out of this situation. But you cannot see it, you clearly cannot see it, and the other person clearly cannot see it now. But you will both learn a great deal from this interaction. Now, If your love interest is the white side, the good side, the sowing seeds creative part, and you are the black side that's dealing with these inner impulses of waging war and petty conflicts and petty arguments and some addictions and leftover trauma and acting PTSD, and if the situation is like this, come out of your shell full force and ask the other person to work with you so you can heal all of this. It's like I'm seeing the other person being ready to start a new chapter of their life. They don't need anything else. They have all their things together, and you, Sagittarius, are stopping them. It's like you're sitting in front of a carriage that's ready to launch off into space. They're preparing for this great space exploration of wonderful things, and you're just there in front of the ship. You're standing in front of the chariot. You're sitting in front of the car. You're not moving. I'm gonna start shooting arrows like you've never seen before. I'm ready to delve into these dysfunctional things. I'm ready to drink all of these addictions in front of you, being shady, doing stupid shit, acting out of something that happened in the past with the Nine of Wands, I'm gonna destroy you. I'm not letting you move. And now I see you, Sagittarius, as being this great opposing force to this great beautiful soul that's just wanting to move on. So basically, what are you doing? What are you doing, really? Let me tell you a secret. If you're this side that's throwing rocks in someone else's road, so they will not ascend to the next level, so they will sit here down in this muddy plain with you. This place where you are, it's in the Five of Cups, I can see snow. So you're in a cold place. You feel cold. It's cold around you. You're a cold person here. And not only that, but you're also shady. Okay? You have some mess inside of your emotions, or you have messy emotions, or you have repeating cycles that you wanna maintain them because this person is ready to start something new, and you have this repeating pattern, and who else to repeat these patterns with if not that person? This person is done repeating. This person is done with you, but you're not done with them, so you wage war. And you also act in a protective way towards them, like, oh my God, you've done so much damage to me, like, oh, the things that you have done. And this person will look at you like, you're talking to me about what I've done? Let me put this mirror up in front because you cannot clearly see what you're doing. You have swords in your hands. You have arrows in your back, ready to be, you're ready to shoot these arrows towards me. You have a lot of poison on the tips of your weapons. And I'm here just holding these seeds of beautiful things that I want to do, my star seeds, my to-do list, my bucket list for this life, and I'm packed up and ready to go And you're telling me the things that I have done? Excuse me? You just need to face up to that mirror. Okay? You need to put that mirror inside of you and on the outside of you. I think on the outside of you, it's gonna be mirrored, okay? Whatever stupid things you're about to do in April, if you're this right side, dark, worrying type, the mirror is gonna be very clear, okay? So don't be ashamed of yourself if you're gonna look into the eyes of a person that's just is done, but somehow they cannot move forward until you get this great knowledge that you're okay. This person loved you for you, so you're not a bad person. You just don't know how to break out of that cycle. And this person here is gonna help you break out of that cycle. It's like, yes, you're worthy of love. Just stop acting crazy. Stop acting. You cannot be in love with the corpse, okay? If you kill the other person with arguments, with this sadistic psychological attitude, if you kill them, you cannot love them. Please explain to me, how can you be with the person who you hurt all the time? How is that person gonna manifest? Are you still expecting them to pat you over the shoulder and give you love and fix you some food or take care of you? Like, how does that go? Really? And let's talk in general. If you have this type of person, this black worrying type, this I'm seeing great worrying forces, but also great stupidity, because I don't think they know what they're actually aiming for with this war. It's just like, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna go ahead with this war. Oh my God, you're doing so much wrong things to me because you don't want to participate in this war. And it's like the other person, which is the white side, that's either you or the other person, is like, how can I love you if you're holding your hand with this sword, like stabbing my heart. You're in my heart now with this sword. How do you think I can love you with a broken heart? How does that work actually? Oh no, says the black side. Like, no, it's like, come on, let's go to war. Okay, and I see the white side being as, what war? We're done with that. The black side goes like, no, we had this war. Come on, like, get your arms out. Get your, your sword out. Draw your sword. Get your shield. Put your armor on. And the white side is like, no, dude, we're done doing that. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard that we're done doing that? Like, we've done that not once, not twice, like so many times. Why do that? Because this is what we do. No, we're done doing that. If you didn't get the news, I'm letting you know now that we're not doing that anymore. Look at my hand. Do you see this hand full of seeds, full of wishes, full of to-do lists, full of good intentions, full of fire sparks, full of goodness? This is what we're gonna do now. Like the old ways? like the crazy, unstable, dysfunctional that you're used to. I'm done with experiencing that. So I'm cool on this side. I don't know what you are doing, but you need to be more of you. So I see you coming here with war, so this is you. Okay, I get it. But why are you worrying? Why? Like, why are you this rebel without a cause? Why are you waging war for no reason? Why? Why Sagittarius? Or why the person that Sagittarius is dealing with? It's the only way that you two can relate. Is this the dynamic that you want to take in the future? It needs to change, okay? And it needs to change now. I don't want to say that the white side, this left person who wants to be on the road and do new things and so on and so forth, but they're ready for newness. Like this, I see this as being the main thing. Like, I'm over and done, can I just move on? No, you can't move on. You need to deal with this. You need to help this person. This is a troubled person, I'm sorry to say. This person doesn't know how to be otherwise. So if you have someone that you feel about strongly and they're acting out like this, or you're acting out like this is a unique moment in time where you get the chance to solve it, talk it out, like really solve it, as to not go through life with weights. Why I'm saying weights? Because in the Justice card you have the Libra with the balancing scales, okay? So you have the scales here to balance out things. You need to balance the good and the bad. You need to balance the white and the dark. And you have weights that go onto these scales. So neither you nor the other person need to go with weights weighing down your heart. This is the chance of a lifetime to turn very hurtful memories into let's not go to the other extreme and say loving memories or good memories, but at least healthy memories. It's like, I had to go through this challenge to be, how should I say this, to be at peace with the other person in my mind. And now we are both more enlightened because of those things. It's not a happy memory. No, it's not. It's clearly not. We can both see these are opposing forces. This is a plus and minus. This is white and black. This is very hard, like opposite attracting each other. I don't know if you're gonna go out in life being together forever, but it's very healthy that you now fix this. Do not walk away from the situation. Either if you're white or you're black in this reading, it doesn't matter. Do not walk away from these situations with a heavy heart and a heavy conscience and horrible memories. Okay? Like, actually fix this. Balance this out. Learn from each other. Because if you're the white side, flash news. If you're the good side, okay, the person that wants to move on, do extraordinary things, you need to learn from this person how to wage war. how to bring this up in yourself in healthy ways, not in this dysfunctional way like this person is showing you that it shouldn't be done. You need to bring out your warring side to protect yourself when these stupid people pop up, like they wage war, and you just need like, hey darling, we're not doing this anymore, haven't you heard? Because I'm gonna kill you. I'm just gonna draw arrow from the back of me and I'll start warring also. And you're not ready for my arrows. You're not ready to take my arrows, so try me. Okay, this is your theme for your second theme for April. Try me. Okay, try me. So this is a great justice trial that we have going on here in the month of April. Please come and let me know how this has manifested for you in your life. Woo! Damn. It's a long road. It's a long road. Okay. We don't know the outcome of this reading, but here we are, like 2 hours into the road of it, and it's a long road that I have to go. But thank you for being here beside me. Thank you for coming on along for the ride with me, and I hope this helps you. Have patience, because I know you're not patient, but have patience through this project that you're doing, through this justice trial. And we will hear each other in the month of May to see how all of this has played out, because here you don't have an outcome, but we will see the outcome of it in May. Goodbye, Sagittarius.